What's up, guys? So if you missed the last Duramax video, we finally found our fuel leak, and the culprit is our driver's side injector return line. So we're going to be replacing that today, as well as getting our proper wheels and tires on here, getting this thing washed, and hopefully going out and having a nice little drive without any other issues. Fingers crossed on that. But I say we go ahead and start with a nice little 40-degree Alabama cold start, show y'all what and where it's leaking from, and then get to replacing it. We'll see if it's currently leaking. Obviously, right now it's cold. That guy right there. That guy and that guy are for sure leaking. Here's the video from the other day when we drove it. So once it gets warmed up to full temp and has like driving pressure through the system, it starts leaking really bad. So we're gonna go ahead and replace that line on the driver's side. So let's shut her down, pop the hood, start tearing things apart.
Well, unfortunately, your boy is sick as a dog, but we're still gonna get this knocked out. So we gotta get all this crap out of the way so we can get access to those return lines. So harnesses, charge pipe, that box back there, all this crap needs to get laid out of the way so we can get down there and replace those things. So now that we got that crap out of the way, we have a lot better access. You can see the third one right here, super good. So that is one that's leaking real bad. The farthest one right there is the one that's leaking the most, but that clip, the silver part, we're gonna pop that out. Some people say you can push it in, but I feel like that's what rips the O-rings off. Apparently you can do it either way. We're gonna try to remove them without losing them. And then that centerpiece, that, just gonna pop out. So that's the third one. First one is up here, easy access. Second one's hidden a little bit under this bracket, but you can get to it from the underside. 3 and then 4 back there. And then there's the line that runs under that little box. If I can show y'all, that line right there, it runs up underneath and connects to the metal fuel line that goes across to the other side. Focus, there we go. So we just gotta pull that sucker out. Hopefully it doesn't break or anything. It's gonna be a little fun. Might have to end up removing this box because it's directly up underneath there, but hopefully we don't. Okay, we got her loosened. All right, it didn't go flying, thankfully. We try to grab it with some needle nose and secure it safely. Got her. Boom. Did our O-ring stay on? Maybe? Yeah, looks like it did. Oh yeah. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. Dude, this little tool right here, absolute beast. O-ring, please. I'll have to double check. Let's get that back line off. So now that we got all of those detached, we got to follow that line right there and unhook it from there, which is probably going to be fun, and there's no chance I can show y'all. So let me unhook it and I'll catch up with y'all for how I got it off. Gotta love Isuzu, man. Holy freaking crap. All right, so the return line that's behind this bracket, which was behind the glow plug controller, which is this guy, the one connector, you just pinch and it pops straight out. I don't know how to remove the other one, so I went ahead and unbolted it. Removed this bracket as well. That's all those bolts. I think they're 10 and 12 mils. And then now I'm removing this bracket because the line is directly behind it and I don't think it's a line that you can just pull straight off. So it's 3 12 mils. These two up front are easy, but the one in the back obviously is not. But I just got it broken loose. So what I ended up doing was, oh, if I don't freaking drop it, I took this 12 mil and I bent it so I could get it in, connected right here. And then I took a freaking hammer and hit it from up top. And now the bolt is free, so I can go ahead and remove that. And then I can take this bracket off right here and we can actually see how this line connects. All right, bracket is off and there is our line. So as you can see, it's been leaking as well. But I guess that should have a barb coming out of that fat part going into the return line. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and cut that thing off and then we'll go ahead and stick our new one on there.
Now there is a bunch of different options when you go to replace these lines. You can go with Amazon, local parts store, eBay, get some billet ones that you can like custom make, whatever the case. Well, I went for the Amazon ones that had really good reviews, but I tried to install them and they won't work. They're not the correct size. So this is the original, and you can see if I'll pull one of these lines off, yeah, that's why it's leaking. Look at that huge freaking crack right there. So just dry rotted old garbage. But if we compare the ends, this guy and this guy, this one is larger, so this one would not fully sit down into place. So I ran down to Advanced Auto Parts and I picked up one of their lines, which this one was about twice as much after the discounts and everything. It was like $102, so definitely not inexpensive. This was like 40 bucks, I think, for both sides, but it don't freaking work. So this one definitely seems high quality. Got clamps on everything, plastic on 3, and then the 4th one is billet or whatever, metal. So hopefully this is gonna fit, work properly. So I'm gonna go ahead, lubricate those O-rings, snake it into the engine bay, go in from the down position, and then we'll clip in at the front, or the back, I should say, which I definitely don't think you do have to remove all this stuff. If you take that line, if you reach in behind there and you kind of in a circle wiggle it as you pull it out, I think it'll come off of there. But obviously we went the extra step, removed everything, which is no big deal. It just takes a little bit longer time. So anyways, with that said, let's get that guy into place.
All right, so for starters, let's go ahead and attach this line over that barbed line. Push it all the way up like that. And you don't really have to do this because, I mean, it is barbed and it should be secure. We're gonna throw a little zip tie on there so that we hopefully never have to worry about that guy coming loose somehow, some way. And she's on there. There we go. Nice. Boom. So we got the back one locked in. Now we're just gonna go through here, snake that wire in the same way that it was when we took it out, and do the exact same thing for all 3. That's number 2, number 3, and number 4. I think I got everything put back together. Cleaned our charge pipes, looking a million times better. Holy crap. So I guess it's the moment of truth. Let's go ahead and crank this thing up and see if we have any initial fuel leaks. Crap. Well, from first glance, it being cold,
Looks like a successful install, which is amazing, but we won't really know until we get it out and drive it and get everything up to full temp and pressure. But we're changing the wheels and tires. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap those things around, and then I'll catch up with y'all. We'll run some B-roll, and then we're gonna go for our first good drive in this truck in like half a year. Had to stop and grab us a little code red to match the D-Max. Holy crap, dude. She's looking insane. Left the spacers off as well. And I guess because I'm not used to it being wide because it's been unwide for so long. Dude, she's looking thick. Gosh, dog. Let's take a peek. Because we've been driving for a bit. We bogged on it a little bit. And we're looking dry, boys. We're looking freaking dry. I left the liner out, of course, so I could see. Dude, I'm freaking hyped on that. Let's go.
Well, truthfully, your boy still feels like garbage, but it's 65 degrees and we're cruising in the D-Max, so it can't be that bad, right? I just need to suck it up. Can we make this turn in this land yacht without ripping the fenders off? Because believe it or not, it rubs worse now, or it actually will rub. I gotta chill. I gotta freaking chill. This is a fun freaking truck. Holy crap. I still wish to this day that I didn't lift it. I love it lifted. It looks insane. But also, if it wasn't huge, this would be so much the daily, every day. Oh, but it looks so nasty. All right, well, we're out here at the bridge. We're gonna run some B-roll. I'll catch up with y'all after. I think we're gonna go down, maybe cruise around in some buildings and stuff, and just enjoy Duramax noises, to be honest.
Down here under the bridge, probably taking about 412 pictures and videos, and I'm just sitting here drooling, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Now this is like kind of the good thing about when you don't do something with a truck for a long time, because then like you go back out with it and you're absolutely mind blown that this is my truck. This has always been my dream truck. We've just had problems along the way, which hopefully we've resolved them. We're still unsure about the whole previous fuel issue. We'll see as we drive whether or not that rears its ugly head once again. But hopefully we've at least fixed the leak, the external leak. And man, I've missed this truck. It is so freaking fun to drive. It makes all the good noises. Definitely could be louder. Just from, you know, 6-liter things. Could definitely be louder. Y'all probably can't even hear me because the cars are so freaking loud here. But we're working on the Ram today. So I got to get back to the house and get going on that. Brett just got back. We got a huge order from Advance Auto. But man, y'all keep spamming me in the comments. Any truck I get, you know, kind of left behind, which I know there's plenty of them, the VMAX currently. We'll get on them eventually. Life is busy behind the camera, I promise y'all. It's not me just avoiding things because I like to avoid things. It's definitely not the case. But man, I have missed this thing, and it's just my dream truck. Just need to find a headliner and a DVD player, and then it's literally perfect. It's literally perfect. I also think we're about due for a wheel and tire swap. I want to get some forged wheels on here, even though these have sat in the freaking shop for like 6 months, and I hand washed them and they're perfect again. The glorious things of chrome. But the lips just look little now that we got the whatever our 14 wides are, 2414s. That lip is so big. I love this setup, but I'm thinking we need some. I don't even know if I'd go 26s, maybe 2414, maybe 2616 if we could find a good deal. I don't really feel like dropping 10 grand on a setup, but I think she's due for one. So let's take one more look because the truck sat here and idled forever. Do we got any leak? Dry as a bone on the back. Second, that looks dry. Dude, she's golden. I'm so hyped right now. Wasn't the worst install at all. Just annoying to get in there. If you got big, thick, beefy boy hands and arms, you might have fun, but it's definitely doable. And we've done her. So hopefully the passenger side doesn't decide to spring a leak now, but I'm gonna quit rambling, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy. Finally, Duramax back out in action. But definitely drop a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, ring that bell notification, and I'll see y'all boys in the next video.
All right, people, go, 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 go. It's just disgusting. Smile-inducing. That's all it is. That's why you buy Duramax. That's why you buy diesel, period.